Welcome back to another episode of Repressed Humor Issues.
We're just two guys with two mics and one excuse to avoid our spouses.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Dan.
You're not matching my enthusiasm, fucker.
Oh, well, I'm not going on vacation tomorrow in 2 days.
3. I have to wait till Sunday.
Yeah. You're going gallivanting again, aren't you?
Gallivanting across the world.
And I'm already figuring out ways to replace you.
Gallivanting across the world. Yeah, I'm going to Iceland.
The amount of singing that you do on this show is just... the first word that came to my mind was reprehensible.
Wait, have I sang in any other portion of our show before?
Yes.
Like,
you remember the whole... I was having technical problems, so I just recorded you.
That's different.
And there was other times that you were singing that I caught you when you weren't expecting me to be taping you.
Also different.
How is that different?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So we've got to talk about one thing first, because I'm starting to find these news stories, and it amazes me how this works out. But there was a man in Florida, of course it's Florida, that was putting drugs up his ass when he shot himself in the testicles.
Wait.
Yes. That's the exact. That's the exact. He had his gun in his waist belt, was trying to stick.
But it was pointing up?
I don't know. He shot himself in the testicles. It would have been pointing across.
Still.
I don't, but what gets me is, how was he getting the drugs up his butt if the gun...
Well, it's got to be with his fingers.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean physically. How was he getting them there? It was the entire...
do you think he was holding the gun? Sorry, in my brain, he's got it in some holster, but you're right. He's probably holding the gun.
Well, that's the part that gets... Well, I hope not, because you screw up which hand. You are all of a sudden sticking a gun up your ass.
There could be worse things.
But what they said was they arrested him at the hospital. And as they're arresting him, it started out that he was trying to stuff a bag of weed up his ass. That came out. Then a bag of meth came out. Okay. Then another bag of weed came out. Now,
why was he keistering weed?
I don't know. But there's that. And obviously, he was in no peril at that moment that he had to hide the drugs. So none of it makes sense. But they said he was just lying. He was lying on the hospital bed while the cops were there arresting him, and just another baggie of weed came out of his ass.
Did he at least... I don't care.
You had a question, then you realized, wait a minute.
This doesn't matter.
I better not go down this road.
So, go down what?
Go down
what was
this
that
road.
Word?
Road.
Yeah. Road.
Rowdy Roddy Piper. Wait. Okay.
Whoa.
One more thing. We have to have a moment of silence for Ozzy. You know we have to have a moment of silence. This is the first time we've taped since Ozzy's passing. We're just going to have a quick moment of silence here. Somebody get me a bat.
It was sad, though. I don't know if you saw the footage of Sharon just completely breaking down. Lost it.
Yeah.
But, the outpour has been remarkable. There's not another Ozzy. Let's be honest.
Right. I think Ozzy transitioned in the 2000s because he was always the bad boy of heavy metal before that.
MTV changed his image.
Yeah, but he became a beloved character instead of a controversial character. He's still a little controversial, but in a different way. But the one part that I still haven't heard that I'm wondering about, apparently for a while they had been planning for him to have an assisted suicide. And I'm not sure if that's what actually happened.
Hmm.
So
I mean, yeah. Well, either way, I mean,
yeah.
it rough going, right? But it's
Yep.
crazy because it went in three,
Oh yeah, we had Malcolm Jamal Warner died as well. So Theo
and then
Huxtable.
and
And then Hulk Hogan, so we could keep on talking about other people.
Hulk Hogan. But I mean,
No, stop
it's
talking about Hulk Hogan. He does not
I'm going to give him
deserve
a
to be
second of
talked about.
airtime. You know, it's fine. If you rewind back to the 80s and 90s, that's when Hulk was great, right?
No, he wasn't. He was anti-union. He ratted out other wrestlers to keep his paychecks up. He's always been a horrible human being.
Well, I didn't know about that.
And the good thing
Uh,
is now it's going to be warm where he goes.
what?
He's going to hell. You
Oh,
got to just stick with the
sorry. I thought for
blood.
some. I'll tell you where my brain went. I was like, he's being buried at Mar-a-Lago. Um, same,
No,
same.
they only bury caskets full of secret documents on Trump properties.
But speaking of hell, we need to talk about a little TV show's premiere.
Uh-oh, which TV show's premiere?
South Park.
Oh, yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god! Like
They they
they just
took
gave no fucks.
well, here's the thing. They had to have started the production of that before the Colbert stuff happened. Okay. It takes them about
Mm,
10 days to make an episode. I've seen
no, I've heard with the current software that they have, they can do it in under 24 hours.
okay. The last that I heard, it took them about 10 days to build it. So maybe they did, but this is a slap in the face to Paramount, is what it is.
It's
And
amazing because they just signed the 5-year deal worth $1.5 billion, and then they put that shit out, and
yep,
they wouldn't blur the tiny penis,
yep.
which, by the way, was Trey Parker, Matt Stone. Which one's which? Trey Parker. Yeah, got it. Trey Parker is the one with a fake penis on his finger holding up like the penis with eyes off camera. He's the one doing that. There's
Yeah.
like behind the scenes footage of him now. Oh my god, it was brilliant. Like the fact that they had Trump in bed with Satan,
Yes.
that hasn't been done since Satan was
Damn.
in bed with Saddam Hussein. Yeah.
Yep. My favorite part about that was all over Blue Sky right now. There are pictures of Satan standing at a podium saying he's suing Trey Parker and Matt Stone for putting him in bed with Donald Trump, or as we like to call him on Blue Sky now, pedophile.
That's a good one.
Yes.
That's a
Yep.
good one. Um, yeah, I just that one caught me off guard. Actually, when I was like mouthful of said beverage,
I'm
that
glad you
came
said
on.
beverage.
It depends on your definition. Um, everyone's kids love to swim. Anyway, um,
Wow. That's an image I didn't need. So,
but that got me like in the best way because it was like in a moment of a lot of kind of darkness of this past 2 weeks that emerges and it's like okay, I'm good.
well, between that and the Epstein controversy that's tearing apart the right hand side of the political spectrum right now,
Do you think they're
it's
going to give Giselle whatever
just like,
Ghislaine, do you think they're going to give her the immunity?
okay, so the House has already said no, we're not giving her immunity for her testimony. So that's done. They said we'll come down and depose you in the prison, but you're not coming to Washington. That's just not going to happen. So that's already there. Um, there's no the only reason to give somebody immunity is if they have more crimes that they could possibly confess to, or they would perjure themselves or prove they perjured themselves previously. So really what she said is I probably have more that hasn't been told, or I've lied about something that has been told. The more interesting question is, will she get a pardon? Because here's the thing. She cannot stay in public with the potential that she could sell the story that she has in her head to anybody. If they give her a pardon, there's only one reason to give her a pardon, and that's because she goes into an ICE van to drive her home and ends up in Guantanamo or ends up in concrete somewhere. She will not survive if she gets a pardon because there are too many rich people that can't afford for her to tell her story.
Oh yeah, no, you're spot on there. Hmm, it's
So
interesting. I don't know. Very, very interesting.
I think the more interesting thing was there's some controversy now with the video that the Department of Justice put out because everybody
The
knows about
magic
the
minute
minute.
thing. Yeah.
Well, they said, well, we there's no minute missing in the raw version that we have, and I saw a couple videos that had the analysis of the video, and it's not the raw footage that was released. They could tell it was a screen capture of somebody else's screen because the
Yes.
metadata proves that it was done in Adobe Premiere, and there's
Mm,
times where somebody moved the mouse that brought up the controls for Adobe Premiere, which means it was in editing software, and they found at least two MP4s that were stretched together, stitched together to make that video.
Can we
So,
just comment on how bad this administration is with doing any kind of editing of anything?
well, so they're bad at everything. Let's just
Yeah.
put it that way, because Pete Hegseth can apparently doesn't understand that Signal is not a secure app, that it's actually owned by a Russian, and the Russian
Or
government has access into it.
the simple fact that these tariffs keep getting extended and extended. He just a moment ago extended Mexico's another 90 days.
Yeah, it's 90 days until he decides which 90 days he's going to give them, at which point he'll communicate in 90 days if they're going to listen to him in 90 days. It's just going to be endless. Um, but the
Who's the other
more
one that's standing up to him? Is it Brazil?
Brazil standing up to him, but he has that whole piece about wanting to do the things to the Supreme Court down there because of what they're doing to Bolsonaro,
Yeah.
the ex-president that tried a coup down there, because apparently he just likes presidents that do coups. Canada's still pretty much standing up to him as well.
And they're
India,
declaring Palestine a state tomorrow,
yep,
right? Yeah.
yep, along with France and the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the more interesting part about that, and then we'll get off of this political subject altogether because this never works well for us. But
No, but
core inflation came out today, the CPI,
corn inflation?
core inflation,
Got it. Thought we were
not
talking
corn
about corn.
inflation.
That's what I thought you said. So
I was
good.
talking about popcorn.
Could have been corn the band. I don't know. There's a lot of options here.
You happen to like cornholing, the game. Yeah, exactly. For those of you that do not watch on the video, his eyebrows just went up and down a couple of times, just so you're
They
aware.
would never. They would never. I'm innocent.
But here's the
Anyway,
thing, we're being
core
lied to.
inflation.
We're being lied to about core inflation because the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Labor and Statistics, I forget what it is.
Yeah.
Um, I believe it's actually BLM, or that's Bureau of Land
No,
Management, whatever.
that's land management. Yeah.
Yeah. But they have said, we're not going out to Buffalo. We're not going to Proto, Utah. We're not going out to, there's one other place in, I think it's Lincoln, Nebraska. We're just not doing surveys there anymore because we don't have the manpower. And there's part of the core bucket that we're just not doing surveys on at all anymore because we don't have the people because they got fired during the Doge cuts.
Oh,
So,
good.
so they're guessing at what those prices are. And if you go to the Bureau of Labor Statistics website, there's three notices, and the second notice explains that they're doing that. They've been doing it since April when the
So then,
tariffs first would have started
how does
coming out.
the Fed then actually come to their conclusion if the data that's in front of them is not complete?
They're, I don't know. Are they guessing as well? We don't know.
I mean, they'd have to on some level, right?
That's what you would think, but right now nobody knows what inflation is actually in this country.
So it could be a lot higher
It definitely is a lot higher.
because of
So
Provo,
it
Utah.
yeah.
Damn you, Provo.
So okay, well let's get off of the political subject because you and I both know we could talk about that for hours and hours and hours. But you're going to
Can
be
I just
gallivanting.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going to a little country, not the smallest, but one of the little countries called Iceland.
Okay, why the fuck are you going to Iceland?
Yeah, so when faced with many options, so what was decreed by the group that we're going with, and by group I mean four of us, was let's do a cruise. So we decided to do Virgin Voyages with like Virgin Airlines, that same company,
Right.
because it's no children, so it's adults only, and they go to some pretty great locations. So we could have done like the Grecian Isles or Italy or the Aegean Sea, Turkey, etc. Like there's a bunch of options, right? And then the little person, me, saw a weird one. I was like, huh, this one goes to Iceland in three spots, and Scotland, where Shetland ponies come from, and Amsterdam, and
Shetland
Portsmouth,
Pony
UK.
Club.
Oh, yeah.
Shetland Pony Club.
So I somehow convinced the group that that's the one to do in the middle of summer when everyone's like, let's find a place to lay out on the deck of the boat and sunbathe and all that. And I'm like, nah, let's wear a sweater.
I would prefer to think of you in more clothing, not less.
Think of me slowly peeling off a fisherman's cable knit sweater. Mm.
And wearing another one underneath that.
Yeah, and beneath that, I've braided my chest hair
You mean you
in
don't
in
keep it
Celtic.
braided all the time?
Well, but this is special. So normally they're woven into like Celtic crosses, but this time I've switched to Viking and Norse lore. So it'll be even more unique. And I've shaved a pattern on my back as well.
Let me guess what that pattern on your back is. Give me a couple seconds. That pattern on your back. Oh, I'm going all Star Wars here based off of everything that's around me, and I'm trying to think, why would you shave a Wookiee into your back? Because that would be the
No, no.
negative. You'd be taking the hair off around the Wookiee.
Oh yeah. No, no, it's just me shaving ya ya ding dong and my back so that when that song comes on I can just like pull up my shirt and go ya ya ding dong. No, don't know
There's
that
a
one. It's
song
Icelandic.
called "Ya Ya Ya Ding Dong."
Yeah, have you not seen the Eurovision or Eurostar movie for with Will Ferrell on Netflix, I want to say?
No,
Oh, take a moment and watch that. It's actually
I
worth it.
I'm still stuck with the song from the intro to Mashal. It's anime. My daughter and I watched both seasons
Oh,
of it, and they've got a song that is bling boom boom bling boom boom bling boom boom born, and I hate that song, but I cannot get it out of my head. But if you ever want to watch the most amazingly thought out anime ever,
yeah, you told
watch
me about this.
Mashal. Yeah, because I forget if we said it on the show or not. I doubt it, but
I don't
basically,
think so. I think we were just talking privately.
yeah, I've got our coworkers on it now.
Hmm.
But it's
Now
the
I know what you
idea
do at
is
work.
everybody in this land is magical somehow, except for this one guy named Mashal, who is the dimmest bulb ever. Okay, but he is the strongest man ever as well. And he's beating up all of these people with his fists while
Is this on
eating cream
Netflix?
puffs. No, you have to. You can watch it on Amazon Prime, but only season one. You have to have Crunchyroll to watch season two.
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll. It's the anime streaming service
There's an anime streaming service.
called Crunchyroll. I've watched Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, I finished Squid Game.
I had to mention Crunchyroll for you to remember that you finished that.
Yeah, yeah. It's unfortunate that that's what spawned, but uh, we got there. Yeah,
Okay.
I um I didn't mind it as
I
much
did
as others did.
I my only problem with it is that um season 2 only exists to be able to set up season 3. Season 2 can't
Yeah, yeah,
stand
yeah,
on its
yeah.
own.
No, I mean it's odd though because I like some of the characters from season two better than season three.
Yeah, the right characters weren't there. They killed off Thanos way too early in season 2.
Well,
Spoiler
in the
alert.
I'm sorry, I'll say this: the stupid VIPs 0 point to anything except to be terrible line deliveries.
Yeah, it's filler. That's all it is because it was only 6 episodes.
I
The
know, but
season 2 and
it,
season 3 were only 6 episodes and they could have done so much more.
here's my only complaint about there's probably more. I haven't put enough thought to this, but the one that stands out. I picked the ending, not the game, but the ending, how it would end in episode two.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
it's telegraphed.
yeah, and I'm just like, or was it when did when did the 222 come into it again?
It's been a month since I saw it. I don't remember which character was
Hmm,
222.
you should.
Okay, well, so there was the old lady, there was the trans person, and there was the woman that was
222 when
pregnant.
they came in again.
Okay, you're trying not to give the
It's
spoiler. We've already given enough
it's
spoilers.
the baby. It's the baby.
Oh, well, it's okay. So 222 was the mother of the
Hmm.
baby. Yeah. Okay.
That's why I said when it came in again.
Yeah. Well, see, you're giving away spoilers that I'm trying to avoid
Ugh, I was
being
too.
part of it. So, okay.
Well, culpability. But either way, that's whenever that happened, I was like, oh shit, this is going to be the ending. And my husband was sitting there and he's like, no, there's no way that's going to be the ending. I was like, okay, I wish I would have bet him. Wish I would
Yep.
have bet him.
Yep. Because you would have owned half the money that you bet. That's the fun of being married in a 50-50 state.
Oh, we don't share bank accounts.
Yeah, but technically in a 50-50 state, your income, your assets get split at the end of it unless you have a prenup. Did you sign a prenup? No.
No.
Well, you're either on the hook or you're on the receiving end of something, but 50-50 state is DC.
What are we talking about? You said receiving end, and I blanked out.
That's what she said
uh,
when Cosby was there.
oh, ooh.
Added
When
a
is
little
it?
bit to that story.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
so
got dark fast.
so we got to get to this because I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with this.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
You go ahead
The
and
first
intro
thing
this.
before I intro it, I have to ask, what did your husband say about my wife's page turner?
I thought it was a good idea.
That's not what you told me.
I know he changed his mind
Why did he change his mind?
because he thought about it when you revealed the coldness factor, and he put himself in that position. He was like, "Oh, that makes total sense."
But it's a snack tray, so your hands have to come out to get the snacks anyways.
I know.
Uh,
Yeah, you and I are in a league of our own. They're on their side, though. I'll admit this: I agreed with your wife out of fear.
yes, I know you did. We've already planned your murder, remember?
I know I have to gain points back. Uh,
Okay, so what we're
oh,
gonna do?
wait, wait,
Okay, go ahead.
wait. One thing. So this is not a surprise or anything like that because it hasn't happened yet. So I have a very singular focused goal in on this trip I'm going to go on.
Okay.
Part of it is I want to see a puffin, but that's not the main goal.
They have puffins in Iceland?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that either until I was like going through TikTok, and TikTok, I guess, found out. via algorithms that I'm going somewhere. So all of a
Puffins and
sudden,
volcanoes, going to be a great trip.
we're going north, so the volcano's like southwest, so we should be okay. But so we're going to the Isle of Lerwick, Scotland, which is where Shetland ponies are from. So I want a picture, and I hate horses. I'm actually partially afraid, but I think I can get around the Shetland ponies. I want to be holding a snifter of scotch in a kilt on the back of a Shetland pony, and I want that. It's my new Facebook and Instagram profile picture. You know I've succeeded.
Can I put that on a shirt?
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's
Yes.
actually where this is going to go. Or a thong.
I, I'm worried that you think that this thong is larger than it really is to be able to get a picture of you and a pony with
Oh my
with the
god,
sky.
great idea. Okay, fuck that. That one's not going on the thong. That can go on a sweater or whatever. I got this. If I can figure it out, I'm going to go lips to beak with puffin,
Yes,
and
yes,
that can go on
that
the thong.
yes, yes, because that's a little bit more suggestive.
Yeah, yeah.
Being on the
Oh my
back of a
god.
pony just screams bestiality. That's all that screams.
All that's going to happen is I'm going to do this puffin thing, and it's going to go great for like zero point 0.1 seconds, and then the second photo is the puffin like ripping my lip off or something like that. Like, ah!
Yeah, you're sitting there with one eyeball hanging out of the socket
Yeah, I'll make sure I wear sunglasses.
as 300 puffins are ganging up on you.
Oh my gosh, I hope I'm like the puffin whisperer and I just have like arms full of puffins.
The puffin whisperer. Yeah, the
Oh my
last
god.
person that claimed that then became puffin shit.
Steven Seagal? Anyway, I don't know why that name came to my
Wow.
mind, but it did.
Wow. I was thinking Gary Busey, but
Oh, that's better. That's so much better. Okay,
buttered
sorry. I know
puffin?
I. Oh
I
my
love
god.
my buttered
Oh,
puffin.
a buttered sausage. Anyway,
So, anyways, we got to
I know
get
I
this
took us down a
because,
path. Sorry.
yeah. So, what we did was we went out and found questions that are basically somewhat invasive, but some of them are just about habits, and we want to see how we answer them. We're going to ask each other these questions, and we're both going to have to
Okay.
respond to all the questions.
Can I start?
The
Can I start?
idea, okay, well, just hold on. Let me set it up. I know you have ADD. It's okay. The idea here is these questions either relate to something that we know that we do or that everybody does, or they're just invasive enough that they're going to gross you out a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially the answers from Captain Grossness over here.
Um. So okay. So my first one's rather tame. It's very tame, but it's pet peeve of mine, I guess. We're in the age where people wear headphones all the time,
Okay.
and I hate bad walkers.
Okay.
I actually follow a TikTok account called Bad Walkers, and it's a guy just walking by people in New York and rating how bad they are at walking. So, what do you do to try to get people's attention that you're unable to get around when you're walking behind them
Oh,
and there's no other space to go?
um so I'm a planned walker. So
How do you mean?
I don't get myself into those situations. I walk quickly, I walk very purposely, and I'm on the offense when I'm walking to make sure I don't get stuck behind those people. It's harder when I'm walking with somebody that you can't do that. And at that
That
point,
yeah.
I just do my big, deep sighs really loud, hoping that somebody hears me. But in general, if I'm walking by myself, even with a suitcase, I will cut people off to avoid getting into a situation where I'm behind a bad walker.
So I whistle,
Okay.
and I will walk really close to somebody and go,
Okay.
and for some reason that pierces through whatever they're listening to, and it has worked 100% of the time. DC is riddled with bad walkers,
You should
and we have
start.
pretty narrow sidewalks.
You should start catcalling them. Look at the shake on that.
I may not be Fred Flintstone, but I can sure make the bedrock. What do you say?
If you were a booger, I'd pick you first.
Oh, I choose you. Anyway.
Oh, God. Okay, my tame one right off the bat.
All right.
Okay, we're going to talk about why I'm asking this. When you take medication in pill format,
Yeah.
what's your process of swallowing that pill?
Pill first, then water.
Okay, I am a pill first, then water person as well.
Yeah.
My wife and my daughter are both water, then pill.
But I've done that, and I find it's harder to swallow said pill or pills.
I can't figure out how that would work because I've never done it. It's completely foreign to me, the concept of doing it that way. So I don't understand how you're swallowing at that point because the
I think
order's
it's
out of it.
harder. I think it's
That
harder to do.
you've got to tip your head back so the water doesn't come out when you put the pill in your mouth, and it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
seems
It's stupid.
totally inconvenient. I
It's
mean,
stupid. It's like I mean, honestly, one of my questions was when eating cereal, do you put the milk in first or the cereal first?
the cereal, you have to put the cereal in first.
So I have friends that put the fucking milk in first and then put the dry cereal on top and then
But
swish
the
it around. I
why?
know. I
You
know.
you
It's
need to know how much
insane.
cereal you're putting in to make sure you put the
Thank
right amount of
you.
milk.
Thank you. That's
I
exactly
mean,
right. That's the only way to do it.
this is just an indictment of the education system in the United States.
One of them's from the UK, but so,
I mean, it must be contagious.
yeah, it's probably the US's fault to be fair at this
Yep.
point. Let's be real. But
Okay.
yeah, so the pill thing, yeah, that your wife and daughter are wrong, and
Wrong.
I'll
Okay.
go on record with saying that. That's stupid. That's
Okay.
extra effort for no reason.
I agree that they're wrong. However, I want to be able to sleep at night, so I accept it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, how about this one? This gets a little bit more, it's not risque, but a little bit more in depth.
Sure.
Do you swear in front of your parents?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I have for a
Yeah.
long time. Yeah,
Huh.
I
When
swear in
was the
front of my
first time
grandparents.
when was the first time you swore? How old were you when you swore in front of your parents the first time?
Let me qualify this. Was it the accidental or with intention, knowing I was going to say it?
With intention.
I was 11.
Okay. I was 24.
Oh,
Yeah, I said the
whoa.
word ass in front of my mom when I was 24, and that was the first time I
That's
ever
not a curse
purposely.
word.
It's close enough. That's how long it took me even to do that. I called my
Oh,
mom mommy until I was like 12 years old. I mean,
I I mean, I think my first one was fucking shit. I said I something along the lines of I'm sick of this fucking shit.
uh, well,
But yeah,
my
ass was well because there was a time when I wasn't even allowed to say crap
uh,
or this sucks.
well,
But that,
I forget if I've told this story on air. You may have heard me tell this before, but my daughter would have been about 4 or 5 years old, and we were driving somewhere, and my ex wasn't in the car with us for some reason. Okay, I very rarely drove with just my daughter at that point. We always went everywhere as a family. Um, and a car went zooming by us really, really fast, and she said that person's a douche canoe because that's what my ex-wife used to call people that were bad drivers.
it's a great
And
phrase.
I said I held it in, okay, whatever. And I said, I asked her where she learned that, and she said, "Well, Mama says it." And I said, "Oh, well, what else does she say when she's driving?" And she said, "I can't tell you." Well, why can't you tell me? It's bad words. Okay, this one time you can tell me, motherfucker. Just dropped an MFer. And I'm beat red trying to figure out how I'm not going to laugh when I tell her, okay, it's okay that you said that, but never say that ever again in front of me.
That's so. We have a moment similar, different, of course, but my brother, who was like we'll say two or three, and we're like in this pizza restaurant, and he like points at this woman and just goes, shit. And my mom goes, is my pizza ready? Is my pizza ready? My brother goes, shit, shit, shit. And of course, the adults in the room are laughing. They can't stifle their snickers because it's cute, right?
Yeah.
Except for this one woman that actually took offense to it. And it's like that's what my mom was focused on. And she's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It got to the point when my mom was trying to teach him the lesson to try to curb this. And she was like, you need to say it out loud, get it out of your system. And he just said it the entire 30-minute ride home. And we couldn't stop laughing. Like we tried. And then he would stop for a bit, and then he'd do it again, and we just start all over again. So anyway,
The hardest I've ever laughed in my life, like the point where I couldn't breathe for a little bit. I was working at this has got to be 15 or 16 years ago. I'm working in an office that there was in our little mini office inside the building. There were six of us in a cube farm, and the guy beside me, his nickname was Sully. Um, he took a drink of something while I was saying something while facing my computer, and I heard him cough spit a little bit. And I said, oh, he's gone from suck to blow. And I just saw two streams come directly out of his nose and land on his keyboard. And it was honestly 2 minutes before I could do anything besides squeak. It was just the most hilarious, perfectly timed moment to say that line.
so do you, moving on to the next one. I think you probably have this one too. Do you wipe front to back or back to front?
It's always front to back. I don't need shit on my nuts.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I,
But
I,
I
I,
know I've met friends that don't,
I
that do it
don't,
the other way.
it just doesn't make sense. You're smearing it closer to areas you don't want it. I mean, you
I
can keep on wiping for a while out the back. Out the front, there's a blocker there. There's a shit dam.
I really like, I will say, like, as I'm getting older, it's not that I'm getting lazier. Maybe I am, and I can be called that, and that's fine. But there's something to getting more efficient. I
Yeah.
just want to get one of those European spray hoses and just call it a day. Just like douse me off. Call. I know there's bidets, but I want like the kitchen sink sprayer that you just.
Okay. So here's the follow-up question that you should have asked. Do you lift a cheek and wipe, or do you wipe in between your legs? Because that's going to determine whether you go front to back or back to front.
Well, if you went between your legs and you're going to the back, I guess you could push, but your hand touching water likelihood's a lot higher.
Uh,
I lift a cheek. Sorry, I'm just trying to process what you're saying. If
well, I'm just thinking if you're going front to back, if you're going front to back, but you're going between your legs, you're rubbing your hand through the shit. Because
well,
if you don't get it on first wipe, there's still remnants there, and you've just had to wipe through it. So my
I
guess
mean,
is everybody that wipes front to back, sorry, back to front, goes between the
yeah.
legs. Everybody that wipes front to back lifts the cheek.
But if I get, I'm sorry. Now you're encroaching on territory I've never mentally thought about. If I wipe front to back, but I go between my legs, could I do it without getting shit on my hand? I think you could. It's just, but you'd
You're
have to know the
risking it every
distance.
time. You're
But
risking it.
not only that, you'd have to know the distance between your hand and the water when you're going under. Oh, that's too much risk. Too many variables. That's stressing me out.
See, my risk factor, knowing that I lift a cheek, is accidental toilet paper tear.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like falling off the toilet because you leaned too far.
No, I'm not that old bastard. No, I'm worried about I fold the toilet paper over like 6 or 7. Like mine is 30 ply toilet paper by the time I'm wiping,
Yeah, you
just
clog
because
a lot of toilets.
I don't want that accidental tear. Because that, yeah, it doesn't get better from there.
You don't want
Okay,
the sneaky finger plunging through.
I don't want to find out that I'm a homosexual based off of an accidental toilet paper tear. That's all.
You're not gonna find. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Moving on.
Okay,
Where
so
there are limits.
so what is the most embarrassing item that you own?
Embarrassed. Well,
Yeah, what would be
that
the
I'm
what would be the
embarrassed by.
or that you would be embarrassed if other people knew you owned it?
Hmm. I don't know if I have anything.
Really, you don't have anything like a blankie from when you were 4 that you still sleep
No.
with underneath your pillow?
Oh, I because I don't do anything like that. I mean, I
Sure
have
you
that.
don't.
I don't. I
Uh-huh.
sleep on the microfiber or micro what the foam pillows. It fucking sucks. I want a new one. If there's any pillow sponsors, I'll test out your fucking pillow. I hate mine.
Dr.
Uh,
Oz has pillows at Menards, just so you're aware.
I don't have Menards here.
Oh. Well, you can order them online, remember?
I don't, what's e-commerce is what? Um, huh? I I mean, I have a plant, but I'm not embarrassed. Sorry, it's a plant. It's a naked man's ass and penis. That's also but it's a plant vase. It's made of terracotta.
Aha.
But I'm not
My
embarrassed by it. I intentionally bought that.
Mine is my Ren and Stimpy onesie.
You're embarrassed by that
Yes. I'm not embarrassed to own it. I'm embarrassed to be seen in it.
because I guess the reason it's hard for me to say like what I'm embarrassed in or with is because I think living in this gay culture that I do, it pushes your boundaries quite a bit from what
Mm.
you would have done as a straight person. So
Okay.
like I've worn crop tops out now. Have I've purchased women's clothing.
Face
It's
chains. Face chains.
I'm not embarrassed by that though.
Uh,
I own it. I got
uh,
retweeted or re-xed or whatever. I don't know what the fuck to call it now.
Reaxed. That sounds like you divorced somebody twice.
I will keep that comment in my mouth.
That's what she
Because
said.
oh no, I would have to really think about that. Because I mean,
Okay.
I own this dancing cow, but I'm not embarrassed by it. I
Okay.
don't know. I'm kind of like equal opportunity because I'm just like whatever.
Okay.
It's like I don't know. I got a really stupid one that I do. And I know it's stupid. It's really dumb. So when I get ice cream,
This is starting
I
off
well, this is
marginal.
I'm kind of embarrassed to say this out loud. And this makes no sense. I'm prefacing that it's stupid. It makes no sense. I know it, but I do it. It's a habit. I blow on my ice cream before I eat it.
You blow your cream.
Mm,
Yes, we'll just leave it at that.
yeah,
I,
fine.
I can tell you I make no sexual overtures to my ice cream whatsoever.
Well, it's not like I'm oohing it like no, I'm like it's like soup, like hot soup,
Okay.
but it's fucking it's
Okay.
so stupid.
Do me a
It's
favor.
fucking dumb.
Never make that ooh noise again while we're taping, please.
You don't like that
Please.
ASMR? You don't like the
Not
wind beneath
whatsoever.
your earlobes?
Changing the subject. Do you pick scabs or do you wait for them to fall off?
I used to pick them. I don't anymore.
Why not?
Now I know too much about what it does, especially on my face, so I leave them be.
Mm. I have to pick them. I can't stand the
Mm.
crunchy edges just on my skin. Cannot do it. I have to pick them off.
No, it's well, okay, then let's go down that path. Do you leave if you were to get a pimple, do you leave it or do you pop it?
We have little things we put on them that if it's not
The
blatantly,
pimple
it's gonna pop.
patches.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
it's not going to come out with the least amount of pressure, I have a pimple patch that I put on it.
Yep, I do
Yes,
too.
this face for those of you watching on video, it has been tailored towards having pimples in my 37 years on this planet.
So I asked a friend,
You didn't even blink at that when I said 37 years on this planet.
I'm used to that. Um, I asked a friend, like a weird behavior that they do, and this one, I- okay. I tried it, didn't do anything for me. Hold on, I gotta go back on my note. Okay, so I rub the tip of my nose, and after a while, it starts to feel really nice, and I get a mild sensation, not unlike an orgasm.
Oh, that's a different type of nose job altogether.
Like I feel like movement here, like bone movement, so it doesn't like make
Oh, that
yeah, it
grosses
doesn't do
me
anything.
out.
Totally, me too. But it's like I had to try it. I was just like, this doesn't do anything for me. So and I tried it for like a good minute, and I was like, okay, how long does this shit take? It's not like a magic 8 ball here, but it was a
Oh,
weird one, right? Like it was just like because I was kind of curious, like what has somebody else got that's not me? Because I have a bunch of weird proclivities when I walk through this kind of stuff.
I
But
just wanna somebody that you know has masturbated with their nose.
I wonder if it made them come. I didn't ask. I should follow up with that.
You
I'll
should
ask.
follow up. Yes, we
Yeah,
want a full report on this. We want
because if
quantity,
they did,
viscosity level.
how many thimbles was it, sir? I don't know why they went Old English, but
Was it was it sticky or was it runny or
did you shoot webs like a Spider-Man? Um,
oh, so now you're British and from the 1920s.
yeah, Sherry. Now I'm James Cagney. Um, but yeah, I guess that'd be interesting to know. Would I want to know that from that person? No, that's another thing. No.
Okay, real quick,
Yeah, sorry, I did two in a row. That's my bad.
which foot do you put in your underwear first? I'm hoping you
Well,
don't pull them over your head because that would involve some weirdness. I don't want to
it's
know about
on
the buttons down there.
it's only on Sundays that I do that. The Lord's Day that I wear my underwear on my head.
Oh no, I was thinking about you dragging them down over your entire body.
How big do you think my underwear are?
I don't want to know.
Jesus,
I
my
don't want to know.
torso's sizable, more than my ass.
I don't want to
Um,
know.
I, I think I go right leg first,
I'm left leg first.
but
I'm
you're
right-handed, but
right-handed,
I put left leg in first because I can balance better on my right leg.
and I'm left-handed. Okay, all right,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
that
So
tracks then.
so do you sit down on the bed when you put them on, or do you stand up?
Stand up.
Yeah, I stand up too. If
I don't know why.
if I'm sitting down, I feel weird.
The only time I do sit down for some reason, so it's like any kind of athletic socks, like whether they're long tube socks or like ankle socks, I'll stand up. But if it's a dress sock, for some reason, I think I'm worried about tearing them because they're just a little bit more fragile. I will sit down for those.
I always sit down when I put my socks on. I've worn compression socks for a while, and they're
Uh,
just impossible to put on when you're standing up because they go halfway up your calf. I wear them when I play hockey, so it's just become a habit to sit down when I put my socks on, but not when I put my underwear on.
so, okay, when you get into bed, do you pull the covers all the way up to your chin and like over I so how I do it is I pull them like all the way here and they're over my shoulders like as much as I can so just my ears and like the top of my face are out and that's it.
Uh, is that how you sleep?
I do. It's I sleep like I'm in a coffin.
No, 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 no. I'll pull them up to make sure I have enough to get there if I ever need that, but I tend to sleep on my side, so that doesn't work anyways.
Oh, well, if I'm on my, because I sleep on my left side, I'll still pull them up to my, like, up here.
I'll put it up onto my shoulder, but I honestly don't know how close to my neck I get with it. I've never paid attention.
I guess you have to do an assessment.
I'll start writing up my report tonight. I'll put in quantity and viscosity. Oh wait, different report.
Hmm.
So how about
On this
this?
fortnight, I only did one thimbleful, as
So
opposed to thrice nights ago when I filled 4 thimbles. I was so proud of myself.
I don't know how to follow that up, but I'm going to try anyways. Okay. All right. Do you sleep closer to the door or farther away from the door?
I don't have a choice. I sleep on the left side of our bed, which is right next to the door. And like
But
from
is
a
it
phone,
always that way, or do you always have to sleep closer to the door?
uh, no, it's just the side of the bed. So I always sleep on the left side of the bed, even at hotels and stuff like that.
Is that you or your husband that makes you do that?
Um, I want to say it's more my husband because I don't think I care.
Okay. Because
And the reason being is because like I want to be first to die if somebody like is gonna stab, like they
yeah,
break into the house.
see, that's my wife's thing. I have to sleep closer to the door because she wants to survive longer if somebody breaks into the house.
Oh
I
yeah, so I'm like the morbid opposite. I'm like I want to die first.
I
Like
don't want to die first, but I don't have a choice.
yeah, so I think I do it by choice.
Okay.
So it's yeah, that's interesting. I think like how our bed is laid out, our bedroom is laid out is anti feng shui because I don't think your bed is ever supposed to be perpendicular to a door, and ours is.
Okay.
But yeah, it's something I remember reading in like a feng shui book. Don't ask why, but I read a feng shui book.
My wife's flipping me off through the window over there right now. So,
Well, tell her I'm trying to align my chakras and measure my chi.
and
In
and
3 thimbles full.
I was gonna say, and clean out your thimbles. Yes.
Oh,
So,
I just buy new ones each time.
oh God. Okay. How about this?
So many
Who
thimbles scattered about the house, just
the
full of dried
the
semen.
the thimble is gonna end up in the title of this episode? I can already tell.
It should. Somehow, I don't know how though. Hmm.
Tiny thimble thrombosis or something like that.
We'll workshop that one. Oh,
Yeah. So
that's my work to do list, not my thimbles full of cum page.
we just gotta find a th word for sperm, and we're fine. So I'll do some googling afterwards and completely
Splooge,
throw off the algorithm.
splooge, splooge.
Splooge. Yes.
It's the gay version of splooge. Anyway.
Okay. So when you put food on a plate, can individual types of food touch each other?
So growing up, no, I had to have everything very separate. I would say once I had step siblings, so like in my 20s, that's when I stopped caring because they would come over and like touch my food or try it, which would also
Oh,
drive me crazy. Like I hated that for the longest time, and I would just stop
yeah.
eating or like go get something else. But now food can touch, yes.
Okay. My food can touch. I don't like it mixing, but it can touch.
Oh
I
yeah, I think that's a fair distinction. I don't mix it unless it's supposed to be mixed, like rice with a chicken or something like that. Like I could mix that. That's okay.
see. I love putting corn in potatoes. You just take canned
Oh
corn
yeah.
and mix it with potatoes. It's like half of a shepherd's pie. I can eat it
Oh
that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
But
okay.
otherwise, I don't mix stuff. I don't have gravy on anything because I don't like the gravy mixing in with other stuff on the plate. I
Oh,
knew
because it
somebody though.
steeps.
Yeah, I knew somebody though that had to have a separate plate for every food item, just on
Ooh,
the
that's
off
too
chance that they
much.
would type. Yeah, they'd have like 4 plates around them to go eat, and if they went to a restaurant, it was just utter hell because she had to ask for them to keep all of the food separate, even when she went to a restaurant.
Wow, they
Yeah,
hated her.
I'm sure they did.
Interesting.
Okay, so let's do one more each way, and then we got to end this so you can go off gallivanting.
Well, and I have to eat dinner still. Well, it sounds like I'm going to eat it by myself tonight. Jesus, I just got a text running behind.
Uh, that's because you
Um,
stopped picking your scabs.
it's because of my thimble habit. Now I've become old and decrepit in this life of thimbleness.
And now you measure in quarter thimbles.
Quarter thimbles, it's so sad, it's just dust. Dust, I tell you, dust. There's dusty thimbles everywhere. What do I do
My,
with these dusty thimbles? I don't know.
my splooge is so installed dust.
I'm going to tickle my taint with thimbles of spooge. Okay, sorry. I don't know what just
Wow.
happened there. Uh, I'm kind of embarrassed by that. Sorry.
Yes, I'm gonna have to isolate that.
You better mark the minutes at this point. Um, okay, so this is a tame one to kind of wind it back a little bit. A, do you use Q-tips?
Yes. This was one of my questions, I'm pretty sure,
Oh,
too.
is it really? Okay.
Yeah.
And we didn't compare notes, FYI.
No,
So, do you use them how they're not supposed to be used? Meaning,
absolutely.
thank you. My
I
God, it feels great.
they're useless if you don't use them the way they're not supposed to be used. That's why there's all that cotton on the end of them.
Yeah, I don't, I mean, I know some of the other uses, but they actually feel impractical in relation to.
So I actually got to the point that I bought a ear cleaning kit that was Bluetooth that
Did it work?
you could tie it to your phone so you could actually see in your ear while you were scraping the stuff out. And what I found out from doing that is ears are amazingly disgusting. There was packed on wax all over the place that I was scraping out of the inside of my ear. I also found out everybody has a lot of tiny hairs in their ears.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
those hairs look really, really big on that tiny little camera when it zooms it up to the size of your phone screen.
Uh, but so was it a worthwhile investment?
My wife just put her phone up to the window of my office with you in your dress jacket making faces on Facebook, just so you're aware. Looking at it like, tell Ryan to fuck off now, just so you're aware.
I had to post a review today.
Oh, oh, that means I got to go post a review to your review. Okay.
Oh,
I
not
will go
now.
find that. I will go find that later. Anyways, so yes, I use Q-tips
Oh,
incorrectly.
thrusting thimble thickness. Sorry, it just came to me.
Throbbing thimble thickness. Okay,
Oh my God, good
last
job.
one. Last one. And this one is designed for a very specific reason. Okay. Who do you regularly stalk on Facebook?
Oh,
Who's the
wait,
person that you go looking to see what they've posted recently? Could be a celebrity, could be a friend, could be an enemy, could be an ex. Who is it?
hold on. Hold on. I'll answer your question, but I gotta get this out.
That's what she said.
Um, I tweaked to the title of the show. I think you're gonna like it. I'm really proud of myself on this one. Um, throbbing thimble thunder loads.
Uh, answer the frickin' question, would you?
Um, God, that's embarrassing. This might be embarrassing. Who
That's
do
why I
I?
asked it. Because see, realize I don't do that. I've never done
So,
that.
and I don't do it often. But I do it. I would say once a year, mainly to see if they're alive, not
Okay.
because they're old. So one of my exes owes me a lot of money, like an uncomfortable amount of money.
Does this happen to be the one that thought that finger guns inside a jacket were a good way to rob an Uber driver?
Uh-huh. That's the
Yes.
one.
Okay.
That's the
I had to
one.
get that out because that was nice and embarrassing.
That is an embarrassing moment in my life. So I do check his from time to time. Um, Also just to see if somehow he could show up in my city or something like that. Because I don't know what I'd do if I saw them again. I really
Okay.
don't. Like nothing harmful. Like I'm not. That's not the way I'm built.
Uh,
But would I become angry and distraught? Maybe, right? Because it's still out that cash,
yeah.
and that hurts.
See, I just don't follow people that way. I don't know what it is about me, but when I'm done with somebody, I'm done. So I don't follow my exes. They're honestly mostly blocked from my Facebook. I don't
I think
follow
that's
any.
the better action. I think that's
Yeah,
healthier.
Blue Sky, and when I was on Twitter, I always just went through the feed. I never went looking for anybody individually. I never searched that way. Even MySpace, I didn't do that with. I don't know if I'm just built differently, but I don't have that celebrity that I'm waiting for the next thing that they're gonna post or the next thing that they're gonna say.
Oh, well, not that I stalk them, but Adele, if you're listening, I'm ready for your next album. I'm ready to cry again with you. Uh, yeah, I
Yeah.
miss I miss your vocal intonation resonating through my ears.
By the way, that
Oh,
seriously
jeez.
looks like some form of O face.
No, it's like blue steel.
It looks like O face. I will be
It's not like
commenting, just so you're aware. I will
oh
be
Jesus,
commenting.
you and JB. Um,
Yeah, there will be ice cream involved.
nice.
You
Uh,
see, you and you're blowing your cream.
oh. Ah, damn it! You've taken that out of context so quickly.
And I'm leaving the context out when I post it on Facebook.
Well, man, let's wrap this.
We've done enough
Or
damage from for today, have we?
yeah, people got to witness my damaged brain.
Yeah.
You know,
So
we eat thimble foods. Sorry.
so just so we're aware, while Ryan is off gallivanting, we are going to have a guest host.
Mm,
Um, and if he's good enough, Ryan may not come back. We'll see. But please, if you're interested in being a guest, Ryan and I talked about this. We
yeah.
would like to have some guests come on the show. He'd like Adele, obviously. I'd
Oh my
like
God.
I
Sorry.
still
Yeah.
think I still think Billy Corrigan would be the best guest ever, but
Oh my. Oh, hold on.
Adele and Billy Corrigan
No,
together.
no, no,
No.
no. Well, I would take that too, but I would take the voice of Caillou and Billy Corgan as guests on the same show. Oh
I don't
God,
know who the voice of Caillou was.
it doesn't matter. It was. You think they're
Doesn't matter.
dead? Well, it's probably the same guy that does Eeyore somehow.
You put those two together, Eeyore and
Ah,
Caillou,
I
a
don't
little
know.
cancer child,
One of them's fucking each other. Who
and
knows?
the manic depressive donkey.
I just said that the donkey or the kid. Never mind. Never mind. I
Yeah,
just
I moved on from that in a hurry because
end the show with if you'd like to be a guest on this debaucherous show with this diseased mind and battered buttered sausages here. Um,
thimbles full of splooge.
the throbbing thimble thunderloads.
Uh, anyways,
Please email us at repressedhumorissues@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. Or
you
also,
could tell us you don't want to hear from us anymore.
that too, we would take that. But I would also like to hear kind of like one of your weird idiosyncrasies or proclivity if you like rubbing your nose. Um, but email those repressedhumorissues@gmail.com.
Does he end up with a runny nose after he does that?
Like he makes his nose come?
That's where I was
Like
going with that.
nose come?
Nose.
Nose. Isn't that just snot? Oh my god. All of a sudden there's just it's like reverse. Your balls just shoot it right up to your nasal cavity and you just have semen just pouring out of your nose. Oh god. Oh god, what did I unlock? This feels so good, but I can't stop. Um
Septum semen splooging.
Oh no! Oh, oh no! Hold on.
Oh, there's
Wait, what?
variations of that are better.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that later, and we'll figure out which one we're gonna go with. But this
I'm
is
never gonna
this is
get AI to
continu-
generate anything.
this is continuing the descent. That's all it's doing.
A lot of bodily functions here. A lot of
Yes.
bodily functions. Anyway, thank you all for joining us for another episode of Repressed Humor Issues. Dan, take us to our moment of Zen.
Let's talk about your Cable Ace Award.
Let's
in
talk about buttered
1987.
sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does, why is it doing what it's doing. Get it out of my face. What about buttered sausage?
That's not your jam. It's not your thing. You don't like it?
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
Remember, you're supposed to get the thong.
I don't want it.
Well,
I
you
don't
still
want
got to
it.
send me a picture so I can make it.
I
Not
don't
that I
want
really
it.
want to see that, but I
I
mean,
don't. I don't. I don't. I don't want it. What, am I supposed to send you my poopa? What am I supposed to send? I don't remember.
your bussy, remember?
My bussy. My bussy. My bussy. I don't want my bussy. My bussy. My bussy. My. I'm trying. There's like a rap there or something. Hmm.
No,
Gonna
there's
open this.
not.
I'm gonna open this. My bussy. My bussy. Oh, I'm trying to think of like my neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack, but it could be lick my pussy and my crack. Okay, anyway,
Why don't you just go to Pink Bussy Club?
Pink Pussy Club. Ugh, damn it. Pink Pussy Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing on the Pink Pussy Club.
You
Huh.
realized I was recording, didn't you?